Hi, I'm your favorite book talker. Some round of applause. Dreamy girls, we all know everybody here is really dreamy. And what do dreamy girls do other than being very demure, very not doing too much? Okay, so we're reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. This is a book where a very handsome, very beautiful young man sells his soul so that he could stay beautiful forever, and the picture of him, which is just a painting really, will change instead of him. So in chapter 7, he goes with his buddies to go meet the infamous Sybil Vane. He's been talking about her. He even sent a telegram to like Harry, aka Lord Henry's house, being all like, I'm engaged. So obviously Basil and Harry are on their way to go meet her, catch her theater play of Romeo and Juliet, right? And they are excited because they've heard only good things about her, about how she's a artistic genius and she can literally act through anything. I mean, look at the cast. Look at the guy that plays Romeo to her Juliet. He's literally some old dude that looks like he could father her, really. The stage is set. Okay, Sybil Vane is about to read her lines. And what does she do? What does she do when she reads her lines? What does she do? Hold on. She bombs, okay? And it's a blunder. It's the blunder of a lifetime, especially for someone like Dorian. Just imagine, okay? You're hyping up your girl to your friends, talking about how much of a genius she is, how she's so great, and the first time they see her perform, they say, oh, she's pretty, but she is a terrible actress. I mean, especially the balcony scene, right? Like, every scene she's bombing, she's basically robotic, and the balcony scene was like supposed to be her redemption scene, and she bombed that too. Oh, and by the way, to that girl that came on my live talking schmack, trying to say I had split ends, I'm sorry that my hair is just naturally thick and wavy. That's not very demure, okay? Me over here, very natural, very cute, very demure. What wasn't demure was Sybil Vane. After the performance, because Dorian stuck it through all 3 hours, his friends did not. They were like, yeah, this sucks. We're gonna go. Dorian was out there just like, I'm gonna wait and talk to her. And he does talk to her. And what does he do? He breaks up with her. He breaks up with her because of her performance. He's like, I could have changed your whole life. I could have made you a star, darling. A star. Oh my God, men. Sybil is just like, I can't play a woman in love now that I know what love really is. She's saying, I used to immerse myself into these roles because, like, kind of like an escapism thing, right? Like, that's why she was so good at it. She would just get so sucked into the fantasy. But now that she knows what it's really like to be really in love with a really beautiful guy, you know, a true Romeo, if you will, she's like, how could I ever perform again? Like, I don't think I can. And she was really in love and proud of herself as she's going on this little speech. Meanwhile, Dorian's just sitting there like his world shattered, and he breaks off everything. She falls to the floor. She begs him. She says, I won't ever do it again. I'll promise to be a good actress. It was just, please don't break up with me. And he does it anyways. During the breakup, he's like, how little you can know of love if you say it mars your art. Without your art, you are nothing. Ooh, like, I mean, yeah, never compromise anything you're doing because you're in love with someone, especially when it comes to your own personal creativity, art, work, whatever, education. It's not that serious. It's never that serious. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. It's never that serious. Unless you're, because if that isn't a true statement, I don't know what is. You know nothing of love if you say it mars your art. If you're in love and you're saying, oh my God, now I can't like be a painter or finish my degree or whatever it is, that's not love. That's not love. I mean, when Dorian says it, he's obviously talking about it from like an egotistical place. You know, he's like, you would have borne my name, people would have worshipped you. You know, it's all ego. It's all like what would other people think? Naturally, because he's a nobleman. He's an aristocrat. By the way, acne patches have done wonders for my skin, and people just think I'm being cutesy and artsy. They're like, oh my God, like those are so cute. I'm like, yeah, I put stickers on my face because like I'm like a makeup. But the better compliments are when it comes from another person who also deals with acne, and they're just like, oh my God, I like those. And I'm like, I know, I like yours. And they come in different shapes and stuff. So obviously I had to do an outfit change because that wasn't very demure. Okay. So when Dorian finally gets home to his luxurious chateau, okay, while he leaves Sybil Vane to be a Pavel, he notices something about the portrait. It has like a distinct new feature on it, something he didn't see before, and it is cruelty. He sees cruelty in the face. Okay, I think this is the eyeshadow we're gonna do. The eyeliner is so demure. So naturally, when Dorian sees this portrait have a change in it, he starts like thinking like, oh my God, like, are my minds playing tricks on me? Like, what the heck? Could that time when I wished that the portrait would change and my face stay forever beautiful? Well, was that the thing? I mean, he hasn't even slept, dude. He's walked all through the night back home, throughout London, from the poor side to the rich side, and now he's like, oh my God, he just broke up with his girlfriend. He's panicking. He sees the portrait change and he's like, oh my God, like what happened? Like, was this because of that time when I wished the portrait would change and my face stay forever beautiful? This was a passage that I liked, where he goes, for every sin that he committed, a stain would fleck and wreck its fairness. But he would not sin. The picture, changed or unchanged, would be him, the visible emblem of his conscience. He would resist temptation. So now he's starting to see that the portrait is reflecting his own soul. Dorian opts to like go back to Sybil and you know, apologize and make right all the wrongs and stop hanging out with freaking Henry Harry, because that guy's like bad news. And I mean, is that even like the solution? Like, now that he's done all those things, what's gonna happen next? We will see. I read Sort of Okay Online for you.